No trespassing. If you're caught trespassing and convicted, you shall be guilty of a felony. It's a 3rd-degree felony, and I'm not ready to do that, even though it's really tempting. This is pretty close to my house to go on this because they're extending the road here, and I'm really curious. Anyways, we're on the Grom, and yes, I still have the Grom. I will eventually get rid of it for a dual sport, but I haven't found the time or the conviction on which dual sport. I think I want a DR4Z, but this video is not about dual sports. It's about Honda, and that's the reason why I'm on the Grom today. Honda has, well, a problem, and their problem is losing market share in the United States. A couple weeks ago I made a video that Honda is down, I want to say 6, 7, 8, or 9%. I know it wasn't double digits, but I remember Kawasaki conversely being up 14%. So in today's video, we're going to talk about what Honda is going to do to fight their bleeding market share here in the United States. They've dropped the prices on a lot of their models, so we're going to get into it, guys. If you're excited, hit that like button, subscribe. Let's have some fun, ride safe out there. Let's start with the big one, CB750. Is it getting a price drop? The answer is no, but it is getting more competitive. What's up, dudes? Big bump? Oh, it wasn't a big bump. Anyways, Honda's e-clutch, they're kind of a little electric motor that assists with shifting. It also, that's a beautiful bird, it prevents you from stalling at a stoplight. You don't have to use the clutch unless you don't want to, but the clutch is still there for you to play with. Hello, Volkswagen Tiguan. So it is getting that standard, and a little fun fact is that the Hornet 750 with the e-clutch is Honda's first bike to have throttle by wire mated to the e-clutch technology. Quick shifter, and again, anti-stalling technology, all built into one. E-clutch is also on the CB650 standard now, it seems, on the CBR500R and the CB650R. All right, and I have pricing updates for those bikes. They have actually gone down $700 in pricing. They now cost $8,600 for the naked version and about $9,200 for the faired version. You know, there's still a real, I know it's in lane 4, I get it, I know, but to me it's still a tough buy and tough sell. Come on, Grom, full throttle. Let's go. It's still a tough sell to me on the CB650 and the faired version, because it's still priced too high, and the new Hornet gives you amazing performance for less money. Again, the CB750 Hornet's $79.99, and the 650s are $8,600 and $9,200 respectively. So I know, like, there's a premium nowadays to get a 4-cylinder. I get it, but there's a reason I picked the ZX4RR over the CB650R. All right, so hopefully Honda can bring their Super 4, their 500cc. Okay, I don't want to die. Thank you. Hopefully they can bring their 500cc inline 4s to America at a lower price point. I would love to test out the CBR650R and the CB650R, and maybe I would give it a fair shake. But in terms of performance, bang for your buck, all that stuff, you know, the CB750 Hornets, I think, just a little bit more appealing, and that segment's a bit crowded for Honda. I mean, I guess it's good to have options. I should never complain about having too many options, but it would, to me, I wish it was priced exactly where the CB750 was, meaning the CBR650R. Okay, and the naked version. I wish that they were priced a little bit closer, but anyways, let's move on. Big ones. The CB500. Well, they've renamed the CB500F to the CB500 Hornet. Makes sense from a branding perspective, from a marketing perspective. Now you have a Hornet family, the 500, the 750, and the 1000. Makes sense. All right, I'm happy that they did that. they also dropped prices $1,000. That tells you how out of touch Honda was on their CB500. That's crazy. So it now costs about $6,000. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes and driving at the same time. So now it costs about $5,900 for the naked version and about $6,400 for the faired version. Now the faired version, the CB500, the CBR500R, it's not called the Hornet, just a naked version, the CB500 Hornet. Okay, man, I forget how much fun it is to ride this Grom. Man, I missed it. Can't believe I've been missing out. It's just so playful, so relaxed. Okay, it's just so easy breezy like a Sunday morning. Slow as hell, but it's fun. At $5,900, how does the new CB, well, it's the only thing new about it doesn't get e-clutch, which is a bummer. So what does it bring to the table? All right, let me get around here. Well, they're just renaming it, giving it a better price point to compete better against Triumph and Kawasaki. Okay, to me, those two companies have the most enticing around $5,000 to $6,000 segments. Okay, Kawasaki, obviously with the success of their Z500 and the Ninja 500 platform, they're just crushing it. Okay, so the Z500 is $5,600, all right, which is about $300 less than the Hornet 500. All right, so come on, what are we doing, old guy in the Tacoma? Tacoma V6 is so slow. I'm telling you guys, they're so slow. People love them because they're pretty damn reliable, but I'm telling you, the gearbox, oh, I just reached for a 6. The Ninja 500 is $5,400. Now that doesn't include ABS. I get it, it's like $5,600, $5,700 with ABS, but it's still way less money than the CBR500R, which is $6,400. So Honda needed to reduce the price of their bikes, in my opinion, about $1,500. If they reduced them $1,500, they'd have a price advantage over the more desirable Ninja products. And yeah, it's better, but it's still not that competitive in my opinion. All right, and then now, remember my last video? Maybe you don't, but I talked about the Thruxton based off the Speed 400 from Triumph, and the Thruxton is a more desirable bike in my opinion. And the Thruxton is $6,300, which is $100 less than the CBR500R. Okay, the Speed 400 Tracker, the new Tracker model. You see his smile? He was loving the Grom. All right. Okay, I just reached for a 6th again. Yeah, the Speed 400 Tracker is $6,000, which is only $100 more than the CB500 Hornet. And I know one's a twin and one's a single, but they have similar power figures, and one just looks way better. There's no denying that the Tracker looks better, even with its dumb number plate. All right, so I'll see you guys in the comments about, you know, the pricing of the CB500, because it's better, but it's still not that competitive. Okay, I think I have like one more on here, 2 more. The CB300R, this is good news, went down $650. It's now it's about $4,500 if you round up a dollar. So $4,500 for the CBR300R, that's great news. I think it should be closer to $4,000, but that's just me being cheap. That's me being cheap. To me, it should be like, hey, do you want a Minimoto as your first bike, or do you want the CB300 for the same price? Because Minimotos, we all know, are way overpriced. But yeah, $4,500, not terrible. Not a terrible buy. Okay, let's follow this beautiful infrared IS here. Dear Lord. We know it's not the V8 because it doesn't have the stacked exhaust. Come on, baby. F Sport, looking good. One bike that it's an adventure kind of bike. It should be kind of, I wish they'd come up with a different name for it, but the NX500 went down $500 and it is $6,700. Yeah, Ibex 450, hello. I think the Ibex is a better bike. I know it's Chinese, and Honda can't get away with reputation forever. I think you guys can agree with that. That's happened in their automotive segment. They're overpriced on their automotive, and they lack features. Okay, don't kill me, thank you. Yep, that's why I have a loud bike. The CB750 I think is awesome to get E-clutch. I really do. I think that's the biggest thing here. They're still not competitive enough, in my opinion, when it comes to price to performance and desirability. Their designs, I mean, they're naked. The CB300R I think is gorgeous. I love the round headlight. You guys know I'm a sucker for that. All right. However, you know, I wish the Hornets had the round headlight like the OG Hornets from the 90s and the 2000s. If it had those amazing round headlights, those bikes will look so much better. I don't know why Honda's designs are so questionable. Okay, now Kawasaki's are too, don't get me wrong. Like, sport bikes always look hot to me, regardless of a Honda, Kawasaki. It's pretty hard, or even Suzuki, it's hard to F up a sport bike. All right, unless you do too much like wings and downforce inspired by MotoGP. I'm not into the winglets. I think that's, you know, who's going to be able to use that shit on a daily basis. I wish as well as the renaming of the CB500 Hornet that they also gave it a round headlight and just overall better design. But hey, here I am. I'm still waiting for the GB500 that's been trademarked for like a year or two now, and we still have no evidence of it. So it is what it is. I'll see you guys in the comments. Is Honda doing enough to remain competitive? I think it's the bare minimum, to be honest. It's the bare minimum. I think their E-clutch could be quite a benefit to them once they put it on just about everything. All right, it's not mandatory. Even if you have it on your bike, that's what's so great about it. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, and then you have the convenience at a stoplight that you don't have to hold the clutch in. Like, that's cool. It's like a scooter in that regard. Super cool. So, all right, I'm stuck in traffic. I'll see you guys in the comments. Want Honda to be a little bit more price competitive. They're making the right steps, but I want cheaper Hondas. So, anyways, I'll see you in the comments as well. Like, what bike should I get for my dual sport to replace the Grom? Should it be a like, to me it comes down to two bikes, the CRF 350L Rally and the DR4Z. The DR4Zs, it costs more, but I wouldn't pay the $9,000. They're going for about $7,500 in my area. That's not out the door. That's just, you know, the price of the motorcycle. So, all right, shut down. Thank you guys. Be safe out there. Catch you in the next one. Peace.